Some amazing satellite images of Katrina's damage from an area he knows very well. Kirk?
That's right, Scott. As you can see, our weather remains very nice. You might have seen some of the reports today with rain in New Orleans, but this is just the typical summertime thunderstorm activity we're looking at. Where Chris's report was from was right here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Let's take you and show you Harrison County. This is Biloxi, Mississippi. This is the east end of town. These bridges go across the bay to Jackson County in Mississippi, and this is the before shot. Look, boats in the marina, everything looks pretty good. Here is the after shot, and the devastation just amazing. Here are the casinos along Highway 90, and we'll take you in for a closer view, and we'll move up and see just the incredible destruction. One thing that's kind of interesting here, this is a Catholic church right here along Highway 90. The shell of the church remains. Always thought it was interesting because it's right across the street from the Isle of Capri Casino, but the casino, as with much of the beautiful town of Biloxi, is unfortunately just a memory tonight. More on our weather coming up in just a few minutes. Mary?
Water temperature is about 40 degrees. The good news is you won't need a beach tag.
Crazy, Kirk. Absolutely crazy to be going into that water.
I actually did that for a charity event in the Chesapeake Bay one time a couple of years ago. And, you know, one time doing it goes a long way. It certainly makes you feel alive. And I would think
it reinvigorates you.
Yes. You go, your whole body.
Way to put it.
Your whole body just gets a tingling sensation all over.
Meteorologist Kirk Clyatt is here now with more on this wet weather we just can't seem to shake.
Oh, Monique, it just seems to go on. And this evening we do have one active flood warning. It's on the Cooper River in Camden County at Haddonfield, the northwest corner of the county. The flood stage 2.8 feet on the Cooper River, and that's right where it is now. So it could be some minor flooding. That's the bad news. The good news is finally, look at this. The rain is moving on out of here. We showed you the scenes from Deptford and Gloucester County. They had over 1.25 inches of rain. And also, even though we do have that one flood warning, the flood watch has been canceled for this evening. So the question is, now we've had 23 weekends. How many of them have been wet this year? The answer, and of course your complete forecast coming up in just a couple of minutes. Monique?
Thanks, Kirk. Kirk?
Oh, Monique, it's making us crazy too. Weather is in the wrong place. The hot weather's been in the west. Yesterday, Seattle, 90 degrees for us. So let's go ahead and show you the numbers. We've got Seattle weather here in our area. Notice how much rain. Most areas picked up 1 inch or more, a little less in some sections of Chester County. Your complete Earth Watch forecast. See if we can find some warm weather is on the way. Stay with us.
And being out there, you wouldn't have known it was raining at all. The music was terrific.
Didn't put a lot of people in the mood for the blues?
Yeah, but the good blues.
Okay,
not the bad blues.
All right. Now, I'll tell you what a difference a year makes. Was checking some data from last summer. You know, we had 25 days in a row last summer with no measurable precipitation. I think a lot of folks could go for that right about now. It's not going to be the case, though, in the next few days. Let's go ahead and show you what we're dealing with this evening. First of all, the view from across the river from the New Jersey State Aquarium, normally one of the best views of Center City. It's there. Visibility of the airport at about 6 miles, but still some fog to deal with. Here is some good news for you with time-lapse and live Doppler. We'll show you what's been happening over the last 4 hours. A lot of rain along coastal New Jersey. There have been earlier this evening urban and small stream flood advisories. We still have, of course, the one that we're dealing with in the Haddonfield area in Camden County. But for the rain, by and large, has moved on out. So what has it been this year? It has been wet. Let's show you what we mean. 23 weekends so far this year. 18 of them have been wet. We've only had 5 dry weekends the entire year. So we've had 21 inches of rain now, and finally we do have a nice surplus, about 3 inches above normal. So ready to get the rain out of here for a while. Flood warning again on the Cooper River, Haddonfield area, and that continues into the early morning. Could be some minor flooding. Take you into the weather. Here's Philadelphia, back towards Allentown. We never really got here again into the warm sector of this front, so the thunderstorm stayed down to the south of us. And talk about a lot of rain over the last 2.5 days. Mobile, Alabama, it's had over 5 inches of rain that's taking place. And we get a little bit of a break tomorrow, but then there is another area of low pressure that we've got to deal with. The low is still back down to the south and to the west of us, and it is going to track here off the coast tomorrow. And as it does, there's still enough of marine influence associated with it. We're really not going to clear out. We may have a few peaks of sunshine, but that's about it. Maybe some clearing tomorrow night. And then right here in the corner of your screen, you might notice another area of low pressure, and that could possibly bring us some shower activity late night Sunday on into Monday. Probably Monday morning is what we're looking at. Really doesn't look like summertime here. The current numbers, look at Boston, 58, Portland, Maine, 56. Even in places that can be sticky and steamy and stifling this time of the year, Atlanta, they're just at 73. Another day with a narrow, what's known as diurnal range from the high and low, just a 6-degree range there. So you know when you have those narrow ranges that it's been a cloudy, overcast day. Barometric pressure rising at least this hour, so maybe that's indicative of some good things to come. Generally, the higher the pressure, the better the weather. Winds out of the east at about 9 miles an hour. Where's the rain been? Almost the whole state of Delaware here, well over an inch of rain. Some of the heaviest rain across coastal southern New Jersey, and a band of a little bit lighter rain across portions of Chester County up through Montgomery and up through Bucks County. So here's the story that we've been telling you for months now, the same upper level pattern that we've been dealing with the jet stream. The good news for much of the week, though, is it will flatten out, and that means hopefully we'll get some warmer weather. Here's what happens. We start you with tomorrow morning. The low is off the coast. High pressure moves in. Here comes the next system, but I think we'll be okay until early in the morning, say 3, 4 o'clock. Monday morning, there could be a few rumbles of thunder. Then things will clear out for Tuesday, although some clouds stick around from Monday. So here's the way the story shapes up for you. Mostly cloudy. Watch out for some fog in the morning. Generally northeasterly winds. No daytime rain, but maybe tomorrow. Monique is applauding that. Yes. Yes, going to the beach tomorrow. Maybe not the best beach day. Northeast winds will keep it cloudy and cool, but maybe Rehoboth will see 70 degrees. And then here we go up to, could it be possibly above normal temperatures? Normal high is about 79 to 80 degrees. We've got 82 in the picture for Thursday. 5 weekends in a row now, Monique, with rain. And I hate to say it, but Father's Day weekend, there's an unsettled chance of showers again, so we'll just go for 6.
But looking at the 5 days,
yes,
no rain during the day tomorrow.
That's right. Then we get a break till Wednesday.
Sun on Monday and Tuesday, and then rain returning on Wednesday. That's more than we've had for weeks.
Right. So find the suntan lotion. It's around somewhere.
I don't need that. You might want some.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Thanks a lot, Kirk.
Now, the last few weeks, as you might have known and you might have seen, I have been very, very busy. I accepted an Olympic challenge that was issued to me by the folks at the Icebox in Pittston. Now, over the next few nights, what you'll see is 3+ weeks of hard work condensed down into just a few minutes.
For you, it's just a very strong desire of yours.
Well, I've got the desire, but I'm still not too sure about the skill.
For me, this is what I love. This is the most precious thing I have in my life.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
After my family, Joe.
Okay.
Skating is the most precious right after my family. And I'm just very excited to see what you can do. And I'm sure it's going to come out great.
While I'm getting better, it's still all too easy to get tripped up.
There you go. See? Couldn't do that before. Let me tell you, it pays to have knee pads. I'd be in the hospital without some pads.
Yeah. Thank goodness for those pads. Tomorrow, we take you another week into the future to see how I'm progressing. And then on Thursday, the night of the men's skating finals in Salt Lake City, you'll see my final presentation.
Tonight we have visual proof for what we already knew, that Fox 45 meteorologist Kirk Clyatt will do just about anything.
Bear with us here. Once again, going above and beyond the call of duty, Kirk L. signed up for the annual Sea Trials at the Naval Academy. Kirk tried to hold his own with the plebes, finishing their first year at the Academy with a day-long test of strength and endurance.
These guys are tough.
I'm impressed. I really am. He's keeping up with us.
I'm pretty excited. Soon it'll be lunchtime, and I get to have my delicious, I think there's some spaghetti in here.
This was about the only easy thing I did all day. I pretended to be drowning, which wasn't too much of a stretch, and waited to be rescued.
He wasn't too heavy to lift, so...
I don't know if I can make it. We'll see.
Somehow getting sprayed with a fire hose didn't make it any easier, and the day wasn't anywhere close to being over.
Barbed wire, baby. And I got a big butt. Doing great, Kirk. Come on. Come on, Kirk. Keep it up, guys. It's easy.
Next came our landing on the beach.
Hopefully we're nearing the end. We can attack and get the hostages out of the barn. That's our objective.
Our squad was unarmed. while the upperclassmen pounded us on the beach with paintballs.
As you can tell, I got a few wounds in the hands. That's why I couldn't continue with my company, because I pretty badly bashed. And let me tell you, I have never done paintball before. When they hit you in the head, those things go.
You okay?